All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I thought you froze.
I didn't know what was happening there. See, I keep these all in too when I edit it. Hey there, everyone. What is going on? As always, I'm Bobathan, and welcome to the Cold Takes podcast, episode number 15, I believe.
I screwed up so many
What?
thumbnails and stuff,
Oh my
and
god!
I redid them all the other day.
Is that why the one was crossed out and had it had 13 crossed out and it said 14?
Yeah, that one, the file I had for the last podcast,
Yeah.
I accidentally deleted it, so I couldn't just edit the text. So I just crossed it out because I didn't want to make a whole new one.
But I think this is episode 15. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But welcome to another podcast. As always, I'm joined by Zach and Smeekle.
Smeekle.
Oh,
So
that was super emphasized.
So he couldn't cut me off.
This one's number 16.
Oh, damn. We're on number 16. At least it's not just me messing up the dates. Don't feel as bad about that one. But yeah, welcome to
I couldn't tell you what numbers they were.
I mean, Zach's just on the podcast. The outside stuff Roy and I do. But I will say, Zach is the one trying to get us on other platforms such as Spotify and stuff. He is working on that. That's on his end.
I can get us on. It's just a matter of when we want to do it.
Yes, fair. So that's what he does on his end. But yes, we are back. There's some things we want to talk about, some things we have to talk about. We all made some comments on the podcast last week that's come back to bite us in the ass in some of our comment section about the Super Bowl, because we all made the same prediction and it did not happen. We're going to talk about that in a bit, though. We are going to change up the format of the podcast a little bit. We talked amongst ourselves and we said, "Oh my God,
Let's
brought
go.
it! Oh my God!"
Yeah, actually, screw Brady. That man cost me two free months of DAZN.
That's fair. But we are going to switch up the style of the podcast a little bit. We are going to remove our NBA picks and we are going to upload those on Mondays on their own. That's when that's going to happen. That way they're out for the week. So we're going to record that as a separate video and do that. We are also going to move Zach's hot or cold segment from the end of the podcast when we talk about it to the very start, because we all agreed that that's probably the most interesting part that viewers might not be seeing because it's later in the podcast. And we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to go into sports. Then we'll go into entertainment and stuff and whatever and wrap up. So we are actually going to start with Zach's hot or cold. Are you ready, Zach?
Born ready. All right. So, from my first take, I would rather have a character in a TV show die than be replaced by a new actor.
I agree.
Yeah, it's weird when there's just a whole nother.
Especially if it's not if it's been if they're a minor character and they were only in it for an episode or two, whatever, I don't care. But if it's a main character and you just replace them straight up after a season, it's what? Why?
Yeah.
So I have a question. Does this have to do with Gina Carano?
No.
Okay. We're not going to go into.
I don't think they're going to replace her. I think they're going to get rid of her character.
Do you think they'll get rid of Cara Dune? Which sucks. I liked her as a character. She was a good character, but I do think they're just going to get rid of her, which also sucks because they had a whole show based around her. I haven't seen.
Not based around her. It's not based around her, but it's she's a main character.
The show they were writing for? They were doing a show.
They were going to write a show about her?
Sorry, no, not The Mandalorian. Yeah, they were writing a show about her and her character. And it kind of sucks, especially for the writers that were tasked to write that show. Now they're out of a job for that. Hopefully they find somewhere else. But there's Sarai chugging some Pedialyte, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I assume that because you brought that up now, that's what we're talking about. You can go to your next one.
Okay. While I'm not a huge fan of Imagine Dragons, people are treating them like Nickelback, and it's dumb. People hate on Imagine Dragons the same way that they used to hate on Nickelback just because it's cool. Hi, whoever's in the background there.
That was my niece.
I
So
love how you muted it too.
I
She
did.
just joined in anyways.
Yeah. I agree. I think that Imagine Dragons gets way too much hate. I mean, their music's pretty good actually. They have some pretty catchy songs.
I only know a
And
couple songs, but yeah, like I just know that everyone hates them. The same way that everyone used to hate Nickelback, and Nickelback's sick, and Imagine Dragons is
used
probably
to, people still
yeah, people still
unnecessarily
hate,
hate
Yeah,
hate
the
they do.
greatest
Nickelback. Yeah,
Canadian band of all time.
oh,
Sorry,
I don't know about great.
sorry, Tragically Hip fans, but
Yeah,
Nickelback's better.
or Rush. There's a lot of really good
No one even
Canadian
cares
bands.
about Rush anymore. It's
Marianas Trench.
Nickelback,
Yes.
Nickelback, the Arkells, the Tragically Hip,
Oof, Arcade Fire.
Arcade Fire.
I mean,
Then
Neil Young's
Rush.
not really a band, but he's great.
Yes. Sorry to you American viewers. This isn't where we talked about the interesting part. You probably
Yeah.
only know one of these bands, and that's Nickelback.
No, they probably know who Neil Young is. He was huge. Well, unless they're younger, then no. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have no idea.
okay,
What about-
okay.
Yeah.
We'll go on to the next. Just keep listing Canadian bands that they might know.
Just for the rest of the podcast.
All right, next one. Macadamia nut cookies are goaded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was hoping you were gonna finish it with that.
Yes, they're so good.
I agree.
Okay,
here's-
okay. I was about to
here's the
throw
thing.
hands if you didn't.
Here's the thing. I've only ever had the white chocolate macadamia nut cookies from Subway.
Yeah. Okay.
For the
But they're
longest
mostly
time,
made with white chocolate.
I just thought that white chocolate was made
With
from macadamia.
macadamia.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So
What?
I think someone told me to go get white chocolate chips, and I got them, and I'm like, none of these are right. None of them say macadamia nut on them. And I'm like, what is happening?
God.
That's
But,
absolutely
yeah.
brutal. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
macadamia nut cookies get hate for no reason. They're good. They're sick.
Yeah, they are good. You know, I also love oatmeal raisin.
You
That
had
was
me
one of that was literally my next take. Oatmeal raisin cookies are goaded.
Yes.
okay.
I love oatmeal
Raisins
raisin.
are gross, but oatmeal
No, raisins are sick. I love
No.
raisins
I
are like
love
raisins are
raisins.
like one of the only dried fruit I like. Like
See, here's the
I
thing.
genuinely don't love dried fruit, but I love raisins.
I think the reason I dislike raisins so much is because we used to eat them all the time growing up.
Those
Like
little boxes of raisins.
Yeah, I used to
So
eat like
good.
I used
So
to eat like
good.
4 or 5 of those a day though.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
I
good.
used to have them every day for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
like as a snack. Yeah, it's cool.
so I think that's why I don't like raisins now. But oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, even just oatmeal cookies in general, goated.
Like the dad's oatmeal cookies.
Yeah.
Ooh, those are so good.
I forgot about those.
Yeah, again, another reference Americans are not gonna understand.
Are those just
This
Canadian?
Canadian, yeah, it's a Canadian brand.
Oof.
Those are sick. Those are so good.
I'll ship you guys some. If this podcast gets 1,000 likes, I'll ship the first 3 comments. Dad's cookies.
That ain't happening.
Exactly. That's why I said it.
Oh man.
All right, my next take, now that oatmeal raisins are gone, is all coffee pretty much tastes the same.
I have no opinion because I do not drink coffee.
All black coffee, like if you get a black coffee, whether it's from McDonald's or freaking Starbucks or Tim Hortons.
I was gonna say I'm waiting for the Canadian reference again.
Yeah. Well, there's Tim Hortons in America.
Yeah, not as popular though.
Or Dunkin' Donuts. It all
Yeah.
pretty much tastes the exact same.
I've never drank coffee black, so I don't know. I know I prefer, and this is so anti-Canadian, but Tim Hortons is my least favorite coffee that I can get that's available. It goes to Starbucks, McDonald's, Timmy's.
To me, they all taste the same. Like honestly, but here's the thing: have you guys seen that Tim Hortons commercial where they have people try their new
dark
coffee,
roast.
the
Yeah.
old coffees, and they're like, "This is shit. This
Yeah.
is trash."
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you
So
air
funny.
this? They're just roasting their old coffee, talking about how bad it was.
New owners roasting the old owners.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, I agree to an extent, but I think I can taste the difference in my double from Starbucks, and I like between Starbucks and Timmy's.
I think if I were to give you 3 blank cups, you wouldn't be able to tell me which was which.
I disagree.
No, I don't think so. Okay. We'll go.
There's no point of drinking coffee when we got G Fuel though.
This podcast is totally not sponsored by G Fuel. Or I can go like this with my G Fuel energy cup, or my G Fuel cup in the background. Come on, G Fuel, just sponsor me already.
Sponsor me again.
Never
too.
had one. Never had one.
Yeah. Sponsors. Yeah, you want yeah.
Not an energy drink guy.
You're not, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good though.
The G Fuels, yeah.
Yeah.
I just know that Keemstar had a flavor.
Yeah,
I
one of the
one.
worst ones.
Yeah, it was one of the most popular flavors, and it was awful.
Yeah.
Because Keemstar's goated.
Yeah, okay. Dollar in the woods.
That's a banger. That's a certified banger. That's almost as good as the song I sent in the chat yesterday.
Oh my god, we didn't watch it.
Roy probably doesn't even remember.
No.
The look on his face. He's like, what are you talking about?
All right. The next one is sour apples are better than sweet apples.
I prefer Red Delicious over a Granny Smith.
Red. I do like Red Delicious.
I think if I'm getting an apple, I'm getting a Red Delicious.
I do like Red Delicious.
I think it depends on my mood.
Oh, wait, here's the thing.
There's a reason
Zach,
they don't make sweet apple candy. They make sour apple candy.
Zach, can you do me a favor and list off all the names of apples?
Oh, dude, there's so many.
All
No,
the
Zach-
names, every
Zach-
single apple.
Here's the thing. Zach used to work produce, so he probably
for
could.
For like 8 years.
Yeah, that's the only reason I said it.
Nah,
Zach
yeah,
knows all the different types of apples.
I'm not getting it. I don't know all the different types. I know a lot though.
Yeah, no, but I do agree. I agree that sour apple as a flavor is better. But if I'm eating an actual apple, I'm
I don't
eating
know.
Red Delicious.
Okay, yeah. If I'm eating an actual apple, I'm probably going for a Granny Smith, which is a sour apple, or I'm going for a Honey Crisp, which is like the sweetest apple. But I prefer the honey. Or I prefer the Granny
the Honey
Smith.
Crisp.
The Honey Crisps are good. The Honey Crisps are fire.
Those are yellow, right? Excuse me.
They're like they kind of look like Macintosh apples. They're like red, yellow, greenish kind
Yes, okay.
of. Yeah. The yellow ones are not, but the yellow ones are garbage.
I prefer my apple in the form of a cell phone, but
Heyo.
Ooh, yeah, we ain't Android gang.
yeah. Oh God, no. We were cooking Gibby for that last night.
Ooh,
He just bought the
Poor
new.
guy.
He bought the new
Let him live.
Samsung phone.
let them
And
live.
We're like, why would you buy that? He's like, because it's better. And we're just like, no, we're not a Samsung gang here.
Samsung still owes me a phone.
They
Hey.
do.
Never gave
What's
it.
going
to me.
on?
Yeah, got invited to this event, didn't get his free phone.
I should have just took it. They asked us to give because we got to use it for the day, and then they asked us to give it back at the end of the day. I should
Should
have
have
just
kept it.
I'm
Took
sure
another-
people did.
took the SIM card out and kept her.
All right, I'll go on to my next take. Adding a photo mode to video games is pointless.
No, it's great. How else am I supposed to take my thumbnails?
The same way you do them for games without photo mode.
I don't play games without.
I
photo
never use photo mode.
What recently added photo mode?
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima was sick with the photo mode.
I
There's a
think
lot
that's
of
what it
like,
was.
Here's the one, like Forza always had the photo mode, like, and they had like the objectives or like the achievements, and I was like, I don't want to take a picture of every car in this game through the photo
oh my
mode
god.
just to get this stupid achievement.
Well, what I didn't realize was on PlayStation. No matter if the game has a photo mode or not, whenever you get a trophy, it saves the minute clip of you unlocking the trophy, and it takes up so much goddamn storage on your console. I'm like, I just got 40 trophies on 2K, and I have 41-minute clips of me winning a game or something that I
Wait, it
don't.
saves the whole clip?
It saves a 1-minute clip.
Does it do that?
FIFA does that too, man. They'll like clip random things that happen in the game, like through FIFA. So
Roy,
like
go
one
through
time
your
I'm-
storage, you'll find them.
one time I
okay.
was just messing with like my starting 11, and I just switched one guy from like a center mid to a center attacking mid, and it clipped the whole thing. I was like, what? I was like, I don't fucking want this.
Exactly. No,
It's so annoying. All right. My next one. I've only got 2 left.
Okay.
People who say that they like the taste of beer are lying. I don't believe them.
Yeah, it's a pretty dog meat. You gotta drink a few before they start tasting
See,
good.
Or just tasting like nothing. Like they start tasting like nothing. And then it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I-
then
exactly.
it's fine.
I honestly don't understand. Like, I like to drink, but if I'm going to drink with my friends or something, beer is never my choice. I am going with what I don't care how much of a man it doesn't make you. I'm drinking a White Claw or I'm drinking a rum and coke or something that tastes good because I don't want to sit there for 6 hours, drink 8 beers, and feel like shit later because it sits like a rock in your stomach too.
I'd also rather have like shots of like a second of just pain, and then it's done, than have to drink have to finish a beer. Like
I like drinking beer because you don't get too drunk.
That's
Because
fair.
it takes so
That's
long.
fair, that's
Whereas
fair.
you get
And you
those
put-
shots, you can
Yeah,
get drunk in like 20 seconds.
You speaking from recent experience, Roy? No, but there are great times for beer. Golfing on a hot day, great time for beer.
I don't know, man. People used to always say like, "Oh, when I say I didn't like beer, they're like, oh, like work a hard day." I worked landscaping. I still never wanted one.
I don't agree with that. I agree. Like I agree with your statement. Like it's not. But like,
what would be better? It's a nice strawberry lemonade.
Fast.
Yeah. Like,
just plain, no alcohol.
Oh.
No alcohol. No alcohol.
But like, for example, when we go to the cottage with
on this podcast.
Yeah, never. But like when we go to the cottage with Lawrence, I will drink. Like Lawrence will drive the boat; he won't drink. But the rest of us will drink on the boat and just chill in the water because it's a nice warm day on the water. That's somewhere where I'm like, hey, I'll drink a beer, I'll drink a cider, I'll drink something along those lines. But again, I would probably bring White Claws or something and drink those.
I loved ciders. I think that's my favorite drink.
Ciders.
I like ciders too. My mom loves them, but there's some I really don't like, and some I think are so good.
When we went to the cottage, we got a couple random ones, and they weren't very good at all.
There's some really bad ones.
Yeah, there's some really bad. Man, Jack Daniels used to make this like peach sunrise drink that me and Julian used to get like by the pool, and it was just like this peach like flavored drink. It was like the girliest thing ever, but it tasted so good, like so good. Just tasted like a peach, like peach juice.
I don't give a fuck.
Like 10%, and it was so good.
The girliness of them. I'm gonna drink whatever I like to drink. Like
facts.
Yeah,
if I go ahead.
I was gonna say from the one bar I get the peach by the beach. It's my favorite drink.
I get the fish bowls when I go to Boston Pizza. With like, I get like.
My girlfriend gets those.
I don't give a damn. Get like a the Rocket Pop fish bowls. Why not? Like, I don't want to sit here and have a beer with my meal. I want a Rocket Pop fish bowl.
When I go on vacation, I get the banana Cokes, which is like the banana carousel, like those big Guinness banana bottles, and and it's like Coke with it.
Yeah,
so good. Tastes like a banana Coke. Good. Ooh.
I don't like banana, but that sounds good.
It tastes like a banana lollipop, basically. That's what it is.
Oh, banana lollies are the
Oh my
best.
god, you just triggered Roy.
Roy loves banana lollipops.
I haven't had those for a while. Get somewhere.
All right, and I'll go for my last take. Air fryers don't exist. They're not real. It's a scam.
I'm so confused by this.
I use them all the time to cook my food.
Listen. But you're not frying food. It's just an oven. It's just a toaster oven. Think about it.
That is fair.
It's just a toaster oven. It's just you're not frying anything.
I don't agree with this take,
with air. You can't fry something with air. It's just a toaster oven.
I don't agree with this take, but I get what you're trying to say.
No, it's true. There's no such thing as an air fryer. It's just a toaster oven. That's all it is. I
Nah.
promise you.
Nah.
Roy, you have an air fryer?
I promise.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
one
man.
too. You know what it is? It's a setting on my toaster oven. I swear to God. They don't
no,
exist.
I saw
promise.
something on Twitter today. I want to try, Roy. I can try it with you. It's air fryer French toast. Sounds delicious.
Just put it in your toaster oven. Just put it in your toaster
No
oven.
one has a toaster oven but you, Zach.
It'll do the same thing.
I
Okay,
had
put it in your
one, but I
regular
didn't
oven.
use it because I liked using my air fryer more.
They're the same thing. They're the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
Your air fryer just might get a little hotter than your toaster oven. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
quick.
the power of it. That's just the power of
It's
it.
quick.
You just need a stronger toaster oven. I promise you they're the same thing. Think about it. You can't fry air. That doesn't make sense. It's the same thing as an oven.
Well, you put
It's the same thing.
you put a tablespoon of oil in there.
Then you could just do that on your stove. The
No,
same thing.
it's not the same as a stove though.
You could do that with your toaster oven. Though.
They cook a
You
lot.
could you could put a
They cook.
tablespoon of
I'm
oil
telling
in
you,
there.
they cook differently in everything.
No,
They
no,
do
they're
cook
the-
different though. I had air
the
fryer
same.
wings. They're so different.
Yeah,
Listen,
like
listen, I'm gonna
the
Google.
like French fries and they're
Oh,
way
gross.
different in the air fryer. Amazing in the air
Are
fryer.
you Googling something?
How does an air fryer work? An air fryer holds a heating mechanism and a fan. You place food in a fryer-style basket. When you turn it on, hot air rushes down around the food. This rapid circulation makes the food crisp. That's exactly what a toaster oven does. It's a fan that spins hot air. That's
Zach, it's
exactly
not
what
the
it
same
is.
No,
thing.
a toaster oven is a combination of a toaster and an oven.
No, it's just a mini convectional oven. That's all it is. That's all it is. I
You're
promise.
right, and then
you.
that's why an air
Promise
fryer
you.
is not the same thing.
No, it's the same thing, just marketed differently.
No, they cook way different. Chicken
I promise
cooks
you.
way different in the air fryer than anything else. It's way better in an air
I
fryer.
not think this would be our longest one on
I
Hot
hate-
Dog.
I'm telling you, oven chicken sucks.
No, oven chicken's the best. I love
N-
oven chicken.
Not after you've eaten air fryer chicken.
Zach, we're
What
gonna-
it is.
we're
They're
gonna
the
have-
same thing. They're the same thing.
When lockdown's over and like we can actually be together in person, you have an air fryer chicken.
Ooh,
I've had air
we do
fryers.
a
I have-
blind taste test.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and I won't be able to tell the difference because they're the same thing.
You'll be able to tell the difference.
Actually, there was one thing I wanted to ask.
Okay, go.
It was I was gonna do it after hot or cold, wherever we did it. I saw this on Twitter today, and it's about the apocalypse. So, of an apocalypse, have you guys watched? Yeah, shut up. Have you guys watched the? You guys have both seen the first season of The Walking Dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Zach.
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah. Okay, but you know how it ends with the CDC blowing up?
Yeah.
So there's talks that people say, why do people in the apocalypse want to live so long? Like, if you know there's not a cure, you know, just like the CDC told them, there's no chance, like it's gone too far. What is the point of living then? And my question to you guys is, would you want to live on and try and recreate a new world in the middle of an apocalypse? Or would you guys just go out with it?
I don't think I'd want to die, especially to a zombie. Like, I feel like that's the worst way.
Well,
to die.
there's.
They, like,
I'm not
follow
saying you die. You let a zombie kill you. There's multiple ways out.
like kill yourself.
Yeah,
I don't
there's-
want to do that.
The
I
whole
don't really-
zombie
I'd-
thing's stupid though. No
yeah.
way it's getting that out of control.
Okay, COVID.
Yeah, but
There's no way this Chinese virus is gonna get all out of control, says the president of the United States.
yeah, but we're not turning
Zombies
Now
into
there's-
zombies.
It's not airborne. It's not airborne.
People are just
Yeah.
dying. We're not turning
Yes,
into
but
zombies.
it was-
It's also
It
a zombie disease isn't airborne. It's not hard.
Yeah,
It's not like you touch the
yeah.
surface of something. Yeah, it's you literally have to get bit by a
Okay,
zombie.
that's not my question.
Exactly.
Would you guys try and survive the apocalypse, or like I just don't?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't,
but I
don't think I'd
wouldn't
last
want to live
very
in like
long.
a bunker for like 5 years or something. That'd be awful.
I
Yeah,
just
like
don't think I'd have the guts to like kill myself. Like I don't want to die.
I wasn't
you
gonna
know?
outright say that was the suggestion, Zach.
Yeah, well,
But-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be tough to do.
yeah, like I don't want. I still don't want to die. I think I'd rather live in a bunker than die. And
Okay, well that answers my question.
yeah, I think I'd try and stick it out.
I don't
I'd
know
stick
about a
it out.
bunker though, except for that one. There's
The
this one
one
bunker.
Mr. Beast went in? The one that Mr. Beast did 24 hours in?
I don't know. I didn't watch that, but there's
Oh,
one
it's-
where they built an underground bunker and it looks the same as above ground.
Yeah,
But-
that's the one Mr. Beast stated.
Oh, with like the pool and.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That one might be doable.
I'm pretty sure that man, Mr. Beast, also bought the $2 million suite there. So if anything happens, he can go there.
Wow.
So, yeah. Now that was my
How
question.
long
about
do you
that.
think you'd last? I think I'd last like a week.
In the apocalypse?
Yeah, I think I'd last.
Yeah. Depends.
I'd probably
I think
be
I'd
the
be-
hero of the story. I think.
Here's my thing. I've put myself even in paintball. I'm like too scared to run out into the combat, so I know I'm probably not leaving my house.
Okay, here's my question.
It's not taking long for them to
Are
get me.
the zombies fast?
Like in like World War Z,
Oh.
where they're
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they're like
hustling.
sprinting.
If they're slow, I'm not worried. But I am fat and slow. So
Yeah.
if they have any sort of speed, I'm screwed.
True.
So I have until I run out of supplies. And then I'm dead.
We use you as bait.
Whoa! Just killing me off that quickly?
Hey,
You
some
just
people
gotta
have
be
to.
faster than Tanner.
Some
Just
people
gotta
have
be
to
faster than
sacrifice their lives if we want to get through it.
Exactly. If we're gonna get through this and rebuild society, some people are gonna. Some
Why
people
does
are
it
gonna.
have to be, why does
Well-
it have to be
well-
me?
Will honor you in the next world.
I'm sad. My friends just killed me off after firing me multiple
Man.
times.
So my dad used to always say, if we're like out in the woods, he's like, if a bear ever attacks us, at least I'm faster than you.
I could take a bear though.
Your dad's a savage.
I could take a
You
bear.
could take a
Easy.
bear.
You can't take a dog, let alone a bear.
I could take any dog. Any dog. Any dog.
Uh,
Easily.
I know
This
a
is
few
the same-
dogs.
Well, this is also the
Easy.
same man who said he could take a horse and had to backtrack the next day.
Yeah. I mean, does the horse know it's a fight?
Yes,
If the horse knows it's a fight, I don't think I'm winning. But if he doesn't know it's
and the
it's
dog knows it's a
until-
fight too.
Until I initiate it. The dog doesn't. I'm dumbing any dog. Any
No,
dog.
you're not.
Any dog.
No,
But
no.
if the horse doesn't know it's a fight until I initiate the fight, I'm taking down the horse.
The horse
easily.
might think you're fooling around with it and might
Exactly.
impale you.
He
Oh
thinks I'm
my
just hopping. He thinks I'm just hopping up on his back for fun to go for a little ride. Next thing he knows, he's out cold.
I guess if he got on his back and,
Yeah,
like,
what's
strangled him or something.
that's a pretty big
Or-
neck, though.
A
Yeah, I
horse
don't
is
know how
knocking you
that
off
would work.
before you can strangle him.
You put all your weight on their neck.
I'll train for months beforehand. On horseback riding on how not to get bucked off. And I'm set.
What about a shark? Think you could beat a
Where
shark?
we fighting? Where we fighting? Land or water?
In the
Water.
water.
Gotta make it clear. I don't know. I used to do city swim when I was a kid, so I'm getting dummied by a shark. Easy.
Okay, have you guys seen the question about Mike Tyson that's been going around?
Well,
It's
where
like-
if he punches you?
No, it's
Oh.
so you can pick to box Mike Tyson at any point in his life from 1 to 18. 1 to
Well,
18.
Well, he started training at like 9, so
He started training at 13.
okay. Well,
He
Cool.
started boxing training at 13. So wherever you pick to take him is that interval of $1 million. How far do you risk going to where you think you can take him?
He's-
Like, if you think you have 14, you can take him.
yeah, because there's only so much training's gonna help you at some point. By I'm dumbing him if he's 14 and I'm 22.
I
In a
feel
box
like he was pretty big though at 14.
Yeah.
still.
That's true.
And he had a year.
I don't think he's very
experience.
tall. He's like 5'10" or something like that. 5'9". Like he's not. I don't think he's tall.
He is 178 meters, 1.78 meters. And
that
for
doesn't
some
work.
reason, Google
He's
does.
5'10".
Okay.
Man, I hate how Google always does the meters and they won't give you
Right?
feet.
Because everyone's on the metric system except for the U.S. and then us, who are a blend of everything,
Yeah.
of the imperial and the metric system, which is way worse than just being one or the other.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I knew like centimeters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I wish I knew
I
how
think-
tall that actually was, but
Yeah.
So how far do you guys think you go though?
Okay, fine. I'll probably go. When does he start training? 13.
Yeah.
I'll take him at 12.
yeah, I'd
12.
probably do 12 too.
And you get like $1 million for every age or
For-
something like
You
that.
get
every
12
year.
million?
Yeah.
12 million to beat up a 12-year-old? Yeah. I'll take
Yeah. It was a question on TikTok, and then it had like 1 million duets to it.
that.
So, and I think Mike Tyson also duetted it and posted it.
If I fight Mike Tyson now, do I get like 60 mil?
Sure, but I don't think you take him now.
I'm gonna wait till he's 80.
Still gets knocked out in the first round.
Old enough, like old, and then
And
you
we're
can take
back.
him out.
You wait too long, he passes away.
You're trying to get the fight booked.
You just show up in his hospital room. We're doing it now.
Yeah.
No, we're doing it. Now. But no, Roy, what were you saying about the punch? Do you think you could live through a prime Mike Tyson punch?
No.
Barehanded or boxing
Boxing
glove?
glove.
No. Either way,
Yeah.
no.
Either way,
I'm bothered
it's,
asking.
Do you think it kills you?
I think it has a
If I
very
let
good
Mike-
chance.
Yeah, if I let Mike Tyson just, am I prepping for the punch? Like, am I just taking it like that?
You can't defend, but yes.
If you know it's coming, you should. He'll knock you out. You'll hit your head. Is it on a boxing canvas?
You won't get hurt from the fall. Best way to put it. Just the punch is doing damage to you.
So you're landing on like a nice mat.
Yeah, on a bed.
I think he could still kill you. I think he'd probably.
If I took a punch from Mike Tyson now, I'm dying. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm brain dead. But
True.
prime time Mike
mean-
Tyson and me when I'm not
When you're in your prime.
prime
Prime tennis.
concussed. If you
Prime
put me here now, unconcussed 9 times, 10 times.
I mean, here's the thing: boxers, like actual boxers, die in the ring
Yeah.
in fights, but they also usually they don't see the punch coming and they get clobbered.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you can prep for it and your mind knows it's coming, like you can brace for something, but still, I don't. It's Mike Tyson, prime Mike
Yeah, I don't
Tyson.
know. I've never been punched in the face. So.
Enjoy the Juice WRLD concert.
Oof.
That's what's happening.
Rip. Too
Yeah,
soon.
I mean, Roy, you were putting Juice WRLD lyrics in my chat last night. You guys were having a mini concert in my chat.
Oh yeah.
Worried I was gonna get copyright strikes from my chat alone.
Because you said one of his lyrics.
Oh, I didn't
So-
even say it. I didn't even say it intentionally.
No, it was just in one of your sentences, so I just started putting them in.
No, let's move. Well, I mean, we kind of segued that into sports with boxing and Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Quick segue. Oh
What-
man, you all right?
Rip.
Yeah, my water got hit wrong. Oh, jeez. One thing I want to talk about before we start talking about the Super Bowl is Barstool Sportsbook. Barstool Sportsbook allows you to bet with your favorite content creators. This already sounds like an ad read.
Yeah,
It's not an ad
for a
read.
second I was mad confused. I was like,
This is not an ad read. Also,
Damn.
I'm not a big fan of Barstool anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. But Barstool Sportsbook allows you to bet with your favorite content creators, and so Nick Merckx put a bet in for today, and it was Michigan NCAA basketball, Michigan State +8, Iowa and Georgia plus 14.5 versus Alabama and Villanova. Against Alabama. And then Villanova versus Creighton to win straight up. Michigan State lost by 30, and he took them to win by 8. Georgia lost by 33. He took them to win by 14.5. Villanova lost by 16.
Guys, man. Can't trust these gamer guys.
Brutal blowout.
Do you see the one Logan Paul did?
I saw it. I don't remember it. I was gonna ask if you remembered it.
Yeah, he had Gronk for a touchdown plus 69 yards, and he got what, 2 touchdowns and 67 yards.
Oh,
but then they ended up doing it, so they gave everybody the win, even though he didn't get there. Yeah,
because you know how much money they made off the Chiefs losing.
Yeah.
They could just give it away. It wouldn't have mattered. But I know. Did we talk? We talked about the boxing match last week, I think, or did we just talk about it ourselves?
The one where
he took a dive, allegedly.
Allegedly took a dive. I don't know. I don't know
if we talked about it on the podcast or off the podcast. But if we did, Barstool paid out all the bets on that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you won or lost.
I think we did talk about this on the podcast.
Which, although I don't like Barstool, that's the right thing to do. Because that man took a dive. Allegedly.
Or he was hurt.
You see
and he can't move anyways.
McDonald's, some guy from McDonald's reached out to Dave Portnoy, the president of Barstool.
What they reached out for?
They wanted to do a sponsorship where they gave him some free merch and coupons.
Yeah.
In turn for a sponsorship. And then he started ripping the guy apart.
That's
man's just doing his job.
But not very well.
I think it was like a new hire, like it was like a young kid.
Yeah, they probably sent this kid and say, "Hey, you can be the one to try it."
Yeah.
You're fired if it doesn't work. So
he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do a $1 million sponsorship for free for a free Big Mac."
It's probably not even. It's like one of those coupons where it's like buy a Big Mac, get a free fry. Something like that.
Did you guys see the high? Do you guys remember High C?
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Yeah, only in the U.S., which sucks. But did you see the PowerPoint presentation the guy made for it?
Yeah, I saw the tweet or whatever it was. Yeah,
he made like a really like 90s PowerPoint presentation that he'd making like kid pics or something. And
it worked.
It worked. And just the email at the end is, now stop asking us for High C to come back. Hopefully it comes to Canada too. High C's goated. I mean, I've stopped drinking pop because I'm trying to lose weight, but I'll go get myself a large High C if it comes back, just to try it again.
I don't even know if I've ever had it, to be honest.
Oh, it's so good, man. But yeah, let's talk about sports. We'll talk about the Super Bowl and Roy's shitty jersey he's wearing.
Goat's jersey?
He is one of the greatest football. He is the greatest football player of all time. I can't even say one of anymore. I still don't think he is the most skilled quarterback of all time. I think he is the greatest quarterback of all time, but the most skilled goes to Aaron Rodgers. I still believe that.
Eli Manning is the GOAT.
I mean, Eli Manning's the only one that successfully defeated Brady in not one, but 2 Super Bowls.
Kryptonite.
Exactly.
Listen, if Patrick Mahomes can't be the GOAT because Tom Brady beat him in the finals, if he can't surpass Tom Brady because of that, then Tom Brady can never surpass Eli Manning.
Fair.
It's just how it works.
That is how it works. You are absolutely correct. But no, I believe that Tom Brady is the greatest overall quarterback of all time. Super Bowl was one of the craziest. I don't think anyone ever would have expected that to happen. The Chiefs started off up 3-0, and the Chiefs did not score a single touchdown all game. The first time Mahomes has never scored a touchdown in a game. The first time Mahomes has lost by double digits. The first time Mahomes hasn't put up points in a game. It's nuts. It was a crazy game. Brady played like he was playing in his prime. He played probably one of his best Super Bowls of all time. And, I mean, although I consistently say, fuck Tom Brady, and I stand by that statement as a Bills fan, I still think that game was just phenomenal on the Bucs side.
Dude was lit at the after party. Did you see that?
That
video?
was so funny. First he throws the trophy from one boat to another. Then he can't walk, and then his tweet about it after was even
brutal.
better.
Yeah.
Apparently, this man doesn't drink. Like,
oh, he was probably fucked then.
Yeah.
Which you could tell he couldn't walk, but
yeah, so funny.
Man, they should take they should say he's never allowed to touch it again if Gronk's not allowed to.
Okay, Gronk's not allowed to touch it because he dented the trophy by trying to hit a Major League Baseball pitcher's pitcher.
He hit it. He hit it.
He did hit it, and he dented
impressive.
the fucking trophy.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah, you tell that to the NFL.
When Gronk spiked Steve Harvey's freaking Lego head.
So sad. I felt so bad.
I would be so mad, dude. Oh man.
I'm sure Lego had two made.
Guy's a clown, man.
The way Steve Harvey reacted to that, though, I felt so bad. It was funny though.
Gronk doesn't think before he does stuff, man. He just threw it.
Here's the thing. Gronk doesn't think then, but so Gronk was in WWE for a bit while he was retired. And he was the host of WrestleMania last year. And during WrestleMania, there was a spot where Gronk was supposed to fall off the top of a balcony onto a bunch of mats. And he got too scared to do it. So 75-year-old Vince McMahon went up and jumped off the balcony and said, if I can do it, you can fucking do it. And so Gronk ended up doing it. But
Vince McMahon's ripped.
I mean, and Gronk isn't?
He's not like ripped. He's a huge dude, but he's not like ripped.
Yeah,
he's pretty ripped.
He's pretty ripped, man.
Vince McMahon is more cut than Gronk.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Vince McMahon is ripped. You see that photo of him with the chains around his?
Yeah. But Gronk's still fucking ripped,
dude. I'm sending this to our chat right now.
The Vince McMahon one?
Yeah.
I'm sending the Gronk one.
This is insane.
I've seen it 100 times. I'm a wrestling fan. Gronk is jacked.
I can't see it.
I know you can't see it. No, I don't want to share my screen because it will mess everything up. You'll see it later. Have you ever seen the Vince McMahon photo?
No. I've not.
You'll see it.
You'll see them out there. Yeah.
Fucking huge, dude. He's huge.
No, but speaking of Gronk, and the only reason I'm transitioning this to that is because when you look Gronk up, he's one of the suggested players. J.J. Watt got released by the Houston Texans this week. One of, if not the greatest defensive player in the league currently. Yes, I know Aaron Donald is the greatest player on the defensive end of the football right now, but I'm talking like veteran-wise, J.J. Watt is one of the best defensive players to ever play the game. My question is more so for Roy, because Zach doesn't watch football, but where do you think he goes?
If I'm to be honest, I have no idea.
I don't know what the teams. So, a lot of people think he's going to Pittsburgh because his two brothers play there.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But a lot of people also think he's going to go for that quick win because he's never won and go to Tampa Bay.
True. Yeah.
But Buffalo's making a hard push. And if Watt becomes a Bill, I will have a Watt jersey in my hands within the hour.
Oof. I saw him tweet something about how his brother had like led the league in all major categories and didn't win the.
Aaron Donald won it instead.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: they play two very different positions, and it is harder in Aaron Donald's position to put up stats, and he was still close to TJ Watt. Like, they were still so close in stats, and he plays on the harder position. So that's why Aaron Donald won. Do I think TJ Watt should have won? He had a great case for it. I think Aaron Donald deserved it, though. In my opinion.
Fair. I don't really know anything about it.
I
just saw the tweet on Facebook.
But unfortunately, this will probably be, unless something big happens. Like I know, what Nick Foles, he's the QB, right? For the Eagles right now. Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, yeah.
Carson Wentz is about to be traded soon, so we will discuss that when it happens.
Yeah, there's a bunch of players.
Russell Wilson asked for a trade apparently.
Oh, really?
Out of Seattle because he's not getting protected enough. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson still hasn't moved. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, they could all be moving. So we'll update you guys on the podcast when those things happen. But as of right now, this is probably our last time talking about football until something big happens because the season's over.
Yep.
Now let's move on to basketball. Other than Steph Curry having an incredible season, has anything big happened this week?
I got some questions for you.
You do? Okay.
Or I got some topics in general. Okay. So there's been some stuff flying around about Lowry trade rumors from the Raptors. How do you guys feel about that? Apparently Miami wants him bad.
I hope they trade him just so I can watch Roy cry about it.
I mean, it depends who they trade him for.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's my thing. If you're trading him and you're getting like Goran Dragic in return, like that's not much of an upgrade.
That's awful.
Yeah, like I don't want. I'd want one of their young players. I don't think they're giving that up for Lowry. So
yeah.
I don't know. Lowry's on a huge contract too, so I don't know what you can really leverage him for.
Yeah, true. Maybe trade him for Giannis.
I'd like to see him retire here. Maybe Giannis. I'd like to see him retire in Toronto, so I don't know.
Yeah, it would be nice if he finished in Toronto.
I just don't see what we get for him. Other than that, I mean, Raptors are supposed to play in Tampa for the rest of the season.
It's confirmed they are.
Yeah.
Remaining 21 home games at home.
I mean, I assumed they weren't going to be allowed to come back. But yeah, I mean, it just puts them at a pretty big disadvantage too for the rest of the year. It means they really don't have a home game for the whole year.
Yeah, they should give them 10 extra wins or something at the end of the season.
So they can maybe make the playoffs?
They're in a playoff spot.
Yeah.
They're in 7th.
They're ahead of the Knicks.
Facts.
And the Mavs. Oh, actually, the Mavs have been doing pretty good recently.
Yeah, they're almost at 500 now.
Yeah.
They're
ahead of 500 or something.
They've played one less game than the Knicks.
And and the Knicks are going to lose again tonight.
2 less games after tonight, and the Knicks are currently up by 7.
Yeah.
9.
Hey, they're going to lose.
And the Raps play... Oh, the Raps don't play... Oh, they do. They play Minnesota tomorrow. They should win that.
Yeah. Bum team.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the Raps are going to trade Lowry. I think he retires in...
I just don't think that they're going to be able to get enough for him to really trade him. Like, I don't... Where it would be worth getting rid of him.
Yeah.
So I just don't see... Like, they're probably going to want, like, Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson or someone like that if they're trading Lowry, and the Heat aren't giving that up for an older point guard who's on a huge salary. So I don't know. Another basketball news, Kevin Garnett said that players from his era would not be able to compete in today's era.
He's right.
I don't know.
He
I
said the
don't know.
league is too saucy for some of those point guards.
Who are big point guards in his era?
There's a lot of them.
AI?
AI.
AI would have been better in this
Steve
era.
Nash?
Yeah, Nash also would have been better
Steve
now.
Nash also would have been better now. Yeah.
So I disagree with Kevin Garnett.
It really depends on the player. There's a lot
Yeah.
of guys that would do great now,
Who
and
was the
there's
point guard in Boston then?
Rondo. That was at the end of Garnett's career though. Like he was old then.
That's fair.
yeah.
Who was his point guard on Minnesota? I mean, those teams
Oh,
were terrible, but
I forget.
What are we looking at?
I'm looking up. I mean, Jason Terry. He actually probably would have been pretty good. He was a shooter. Gary Payton probably wouldn't have been great. As good as he was a defensive player though.
Yeah.
Was Kobe a point guard?
No, shooting guard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Who was their point guard then?
For the Lakers, it was Ty Lue for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's someone else.
They had,
What's
didn't
his
they
name?
get Peyton?
They had Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher too. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think certain positions wouldn't have been able to compete. I think point guards probably would have been fine. It's like the same as now. Power forwards maybe wouldn't have been because power forward is such a different position now. Power forwards are more the way Kevin Garnett played when he was at Minnesota now than they were.
Yeah. Same with like the centers. Like
the center. I mean, Shaq
different.
would have been able to compete. Shaq. I mean, people would have had to. The game. If Shaq played now, the game would be different because they'd have to play against Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Giannis guarding Shaq. That'd be a good game to watch.
Giannis couldn't guard Shaq. In the
He'd
post.
have to try.
I'd have
Shaq wouldn't let Giannis run either. That's the problem.
I'd have Brook Lopez down there. And then Shaq wouldn't be able to guard Brook Lopez on the three. Actually, he would, because
I love
he's pretty quick.
I love Brook Lopez in 2K.
If you see Shaq in Orlando, dude was thin and fast, man.
Yeah, he was really fast.
So fast.
Yeah, it was only until later on in his career.
Yeah, you see him towards the end of the Lakers years in Miami. He starts to get a little bigger and he starts to slow down. You're like,
yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I think when people say, "Oh, people couldn't compete back then," I'm like, that's bullshit. And people couldn't compete now. I think that's also bullshit. Like they would find a way to compete. These are like, especially if you're talking about a superstar. Like if you're saying,
like the superstars could compete in really any era.
Like Steph would have made them have to play the way he plays, and they would have had to play the way they would make him play the way they play now.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see.
Some players that I think would have done better in now area and would have done better in that. Like LaMarcus Aldridge would be a tank in the 90s and 2000s and stuff like that, right? Like he was in the 2000s. Or Carmelo Anthony. Like Carmelo Anthony's game was nuts when in the early 2000s because they played the way he plays.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it would be cool to see just you take all the greats and put them in the same era, how it would work out.
Oh, well, just go on youtube.com/Smeequel.
Smeequel,
and you'll find it.
I was waiting for that plug.
That's exactly how it would play out, too.
Exactly. 2K.
The 2K simulations are on point.
Exactly.
They've never been wrong.
Super realistic.
Yeah. Giannis isn't going to put up 80 on Shaq. But who knows with 2K?
Luka's not winning 5 MVPs in a row, but 2K thinks he is. Every time it's Luka with like a 35 point triple double on the season.
Yeah, 2K loves Luka,
Yeah.
All right, I got another question for you guys. Who are your breakout players from the season? Tanner, you can pick one from hockey if you want.
Okay. Right, you can go first, and then I'll talk hockey.
Let me see. Breakout players. Well, I gotta go. One of my guys, my sixth man of the year, Jordan Clarkson. He's having a great season. Jaylen Brown has been doing even better than Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Brown's been on a tear. I mean,
Who else am I forgetting? There's some guys that have been doing really good.
Karras was doing great
mean-
when KD and Kyrie weren't playing.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go with Julius Randle.
Yeah.
He's kind of maintained pace. RJ Barrett's gotten a lot better.
I'm gonna say Steph Curry. He's having a career season.
Is he though?
I mean,
Is he?
he's playing amazing.
He's playing amazing, but a career season, that 73-9 season. he was
Man,
amazing.
they would be sick if Clay played.
Yeah.
This season? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Clay played and Steph was playing like this?
Yo, I thought
For
for sure the Warriors were gonna trade Clay for Harden. But it didn't
Really?
happen.
Mm.
Nah, Clay's a warrior for life.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But if we're talking hockey, it's got to be my man Jeff Petrie. Man's a defenseman and is lighting up the league right now. Great season for Jeff Petrie. Totally not biased because he's my defenseman in fantasy hockey. And he's literally winning me weeks. He is fifth ranked player in fantasy hockey right now, and he is a defenseman. So that's my pick.
Doesn't that happen like every year? Like there's always one defenseman.
One or two do great, but like Jeff Petrie was breaking out at the end of last season, and then it's just continuing. You know, do you have any more basketball questions?
A guy that's not doing the greatest this year is Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he's been injured a bit, and even when he's played, he hasn't looked great.
Mm-hmm.
He got hurt pretty bad during the playoffs, though, so I'm not surprised he's not been great.
Why didn't he just rest till playoffs? The Lakers are gonna make it either way.
Yeah, they should.
He should. Yeah, maybe he
Watch
doesn't.
the Lakers just not make the playoffs.
They're in like third right now, aren't they? Or first or something.
They are in second.
Second.
Yeah.
The Jazz still in first.
Yes. The Jazz are 21-5, and the Lakers are 21-6.
Mm.
Yeah. Suns 15-9. They're still going.
Yeah, they slowed down for a few games,
They're
but then
16-9.
Yeah, Booker got hurt for a few games and they lost a bunch, but
Yeah, 16.
now they're killing it.
Booker just needed a competent point guard, man. They got Ricky Rubio in there. He started playing really well. Now they got CP3 and he's playing great. Ayton looks really good too, so
I could beat them.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't you admit on your stream yesterday that I broke your ankles in
I don't
ball?
know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Well, if it's on stream.
Find it.
All right, I got another question for you guys. If you could start a franchise with one NBA player today, who are you picking?
Today?
Yeah, today.
Oh,
Today.
that's not LeBron then.
Nope.
No, he's too old.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
For me, there's two. Either Luka or Giannis, and I'm
that's what I
probably
was gonna
taking
say.
Giannis.
I'm gonna take Luka.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Giannis.
I think I'm going Giannis. Man's already got 2 MVPs. He's like
Shouldn't have won last season, but
How old's Luka now? 21?
21, I think. Yeah.
And how old's Giannis?
25 or 26?
Yeah, 25 or 26. 26.
Yeah, I'm taking Luka.
Man, that's crazy that Luka's only 21.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in the league that long too, so
2 years, right? This is his third season.
Yeah.
he's nuts. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, they both have some things that they could get better at, but they're both also the two best young players. I mean, it's
Mhm.
crazy. If you asked me this like 2 years ago, I probably would, other than Giannis, I probably would have said like Cat. And for me, Cat doesn't even pop into my mind anymore. So
Yeah, he's always getting injured.
Giannis said in an interview that the Bucks are the Jazz are the best team in the West, and they look like us from last year.
you guys got fucking knocked out in the second round, so that's not great.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's not a.
That's not a
best.
brag. Yeah.
Giannis got locked up by Bam.
Yeah.
Giannis did get locked down last year, and they lost to the Heat. They lost the year before to the Raptors, which I never want to talk about again. And we'll see what they do this year. Are they even first?
No, Sixers still are.
Philadelphia.
I switched over to the NHL to see the scores. Yeah,
They're in second though. They're right behind.
They're behind by 1.5.
Where does Joel Embiid sit on your thing if you're picking a player?
He'd be up there as
my
well.
Top 5.
Top 5 to start a franchise?
Yeah, I don't.
I'd have him in my top 5. I'd have him, Jokic. Jokic would be up there too.
Jokic would probably be my third one. Probably then Embiid.
So here's my thing.
Maybe Ben Simmons.
You get someone big, like you pull in like LeBron, AD, KD, Steph, someone like that. That just has drawing power for your franchise.
Yeah,
but I get that Luka and Giannis do too, but not to the same extent. Not yet.
I mean, Giannis does at this.
I was gonna say maybe Giannis, not Luka.
Giannis definitely does. Luka definitely does too. I would say.
You think he has the same power as those guys?
Maybe not the same.
Not as much.
Yeah,
no.
but
So I think I would take. I think in my top 5 would have to be someone like KD or Anthony Davis or Steph. Yeah, I just think you take one of them, you draw in so much extra talent because everyone wants to play with them.
Yeah, I mean,
I know someone I wouldn't take, and that would be Kyrie.
Luka has the second top selling jersey in the NBA.
Who's first? LeBron,
Luka, then Giannis.
That's nuts. For a 21-year-old too.
Yeah.
All the Mavs fans have something to cheer about now, so they're buying jerseys.
I don't even think he's visible back there. I can't see him. He's back there though.
All right, I got one more sports question for you guys.
Sports or NBA?
Sports in general.
Okay.
It's just a general question. Should a ref have the power to overrule a rule if it's clearly nonsense?
Like in the middle of a game?
Yeah, in the middle of a game.
What kind of rule are we talking? Because
like they'd have to like review it, I think.
Yeah, like if it's a reviewable rule, but the rules like so if I'll use soccer for an example. If they were to review it, in the rule it says someone's running in the box, and if they mess up a clear scoring opportunity, then it's a red card and a penalty shot and a penalty. But let's say someone's just running and his foot hits someone's knee as he's running.
Yeah.
The person didn't lunge in for a foul or anything. That would be an automatic red card and a penalty. Should he be allowed to overrule that?
Yeah, because I think if like something like I look at like hockey,
but they don't have no refs have the power to do that right now. If it's the rule, it's the rule.
Right? I look at hockey like there's some penalties that lead to misconduct. Same with football, like where like say like taunting leads to a personal foul, then you only get 2 and you're disqualified from the game. But I don't think that someone for taunting should get kicked out of the game unless you're going too far. Same with hockey. Like, if you hit someone and the rule is, it's an automatic ejection, but he act like he went to turn and he hit someone from behind by accident, they hit their head, that's an automatic ejection. But if there's no intent, I agree that the ref should be able to be like, hey, it's still going to be a 5-minute penalty because that's what we do, but it's not going to be an ejection.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think. I think they should be able to do that.
For me, I think when that happens, I think they should go and change the rule after the game immediately. I think the ref's job is so hard as it is to have to put the power on them to have to interpret a rule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like on top of that, and have the power to change it is just going to make their lives so much more difficult. They already have the hardest job in sports. Like I think it should be like.
Oh, they're going at it. Yeah, I do agree with him though. Refs have like the hardest job in sports, especially in stuff like football, where like you're getting in between. I mean, you got 52 men on each team. You're getting in between these giant guys. You really don't want to have to jeopardize your safety, and you can make the rule change on the sidelines. Like,
I mean, when they're getting paid off by Brady.
That's fair. As you're wearing a Brady jersey. No, I do agree. I also have a sports question, but I know you weren't done your point. Do you remember?
No, I know I was done. Yeah, like I don't think they should. Yeah, have to.
My question is, after Tom Brady just won his 7th Super Bowl, is Tom Brady the greatest athlete of all time?
No.
Because there's lots of talk saying he is.
No.
And I agree. I do not think he is the greatest athlete of all time.
He's not even the greatest athlete living.
I mean, football's tough though, because you're just one person on
one player.
Huge
Serena
roster.
Williams, my guy. Serena Williams is the ultimate champion.
I agree with that.
I think like and Michael. Look at like.
I agree with all three of those. I think all three of them are better athletes than LeBron and Brady and Jordan and Gretzky.
Yeah,
I think
if you're talking about athleticism in general, it's probably LeBron.
Overall athleticism, LeBron dummies everyone.
Yeah, but if you're talking about like everything that encompasses an athlete, I think it's Serena Williams. Like that's who I pick.
And it's a shame because women never get the recognition they deserve, and I think Serena Williams Serena Williams won a tournament pregnant. This girl has won every major. She went like 8 years where she won every major tournament over those 8 years.
Yeah,
she's unreal.
There's not too many people that dominated a sport the way she's dominated her sport.
Yeah. Same with Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps dominated swimming. Usain Bolt dominated running.
It's going to be one of those things too where people are like, because it's not a super popular sport.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it doesn't count, but it doesn't come. But that doesn't matter.
Also, tennis is mad long. It is a long ass game. That's so much athleticism.
Yeah.
This woman won a tournament pregnant.
Yeah, I get pretty tired hitting it a few times.
Yeah. Oh, dude. But here's my thing. Like say I play baseball. I play catch with someone. My arm hurts so much after like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like some things that look easy are actually so hard. Like baseball looks like the easiest sport, but man, I get so.
I still think it's the easiest major sport in North America. But
I think hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
I think the overall sport is the easiest. But hitting a baseball is hard. I do agree with that.
I mean, that's the whole thing.
I mean, there's a lot more aspects to baseball than that, but
I mean, but you got to hit the ball.
Well, here's my thing. Why not just like lean into it every time and get hit?
Because you want to get hit by 110-mile-per-hour ball?
If it's gonna make me the GOAT, sure.
It's not.
Isn't there
my on base
around that? You can't just.
My on base percentage is 100%.
Lean into the ball. People do it all the time.
That's kind of dumb.
Well, there should be a rule.
Right?
I mean,
you just get runs.
Yeah.
Your inning would never end because you're just leaning into it. You go on base. The next guy leans into it. He gets on base.
And what are they gonna do? Walk you? Then you're on base anyways.
Exactly. We solved
baseball.
Yeah, we figured it out.
I don't think you can go out of the batter's box though. Like I think as long as you're standing in the batter's box, you're good.
So just go like this. Just go like that.
Yeah, until you get hit in the head with a pitch and can't walk again.
That is
No,
true.
they get hit. They get hit in the head all the. They wear helmets. They wear helmets.
Yes. You know how hard that hurts?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, catch that in the face instead of that. Like if you accidentally catch it in the teeth,
No,
all
but
your
I'm
teeth
saying like
gone.
I'm saying like lean like with your back like that. Get hit in the arm or something like that.
Okay, let me hit. Let's get a pitching machine. Put it to 110 miles per hour and have you lean into it.
Hey, listen. If it's gonna make me the goat, sure.
Just hit the ball.
Yeah, Zach, hit the ball. It's not hard.
But
Easy.
yeah.
No, but I do think Serena deserves a shout for. If she's not number one, she's in the top 5.
Yeah,
If not the top 3.
I think she's if she's top 3 and she ain't 2 or 3.
They should just make one giant sports league where they play every sport and see who does the best
Honestly,
overall.
LeBron wins that.
Probably.
LeBron will dominate at both football and football and basketball. Hockey's going to be the hardest one, I think, for people to get because they have to learn to skate.
Well, here's my thing too, though. People always say like, "Oh, hockey's the hardest because people won't know how to skate." But then you could say figure skating's the hardest because hockey players can't do that.
That's fair. Figure skating's mad hard.
Figure skating's mad hard.
I watched a video on TikTok where it was like this AHL hockey player, which is the minor leagues for the NHL, and like a professional figure skater, and they're dating. And she would do a move, and then she just turned around. She's like, "It's so easy, you do it now." And this guy's skating circles around her on the ice. She's like, "Do the move now," and he's like, "That's fine." He gets up in the air, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And he just falls on his back.
Yeah, man.
He's like, "I don't know how you do this."
They're doing that with no equipment whatsoever, bro, and that's nuts.
In very little clothing too. You hit that ice hard. No helmets, nothing.
Yeah.
Imagine if figure skaters had to wear helmets. It just looks so off. No, but I think if you made all the athletes in the world compete, like all the major big names in all the big sports, I think LeBron wins.
I don't know. Ronaldo's pretty athletic too.
But Ronaldo
could be the best NFL kicker of all time if he wanted to.
But that's not the overall aspect of football. So what do you do? Having everyone play every position in football? Because then LeBron still dummies 12 of the 13 positions.
Ronaldo could probably be the best receiver too. Man's dumb fast and jacked, and he's pretty tall.
I think, and he might be able to win receiver because he has the speed over. But LeBron's gonna dummy at tight end. LeBron dummies on the line. LeBron dummies at quarterback. Maybe Ronaldo wins at running back too. But
no,
everybody's got to do MMA.
Oh my god! Everyone has to go through Khabib.
Man, but even Rogan has said like multiple times, he's like as soon as like the top athletes like LeBron are deciding they want to do UFC instead of doing other sports, it's over for all these mixed martial artists guys. Like if LeBron had said he wanted to do mixed martial arts from the start instead of going into basketball,
he would be the greatest fighter of all time. LeBron's what, 6'10"?
6'8", 250.
6'8", 6'9", yeah. The guy is terrifying.
There's one 7-foot tall UFC fighter. So he was 6'11", and that's there's been one.
Yeah, but LeBron's 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", and he's an elite athlete. He's not like one of those just freaking that can't move.
He would rank in at 5th for tallest UFC fighters.
And he'd be the most athletic person in the UFC as soon as he went in too.
LeBron fully trained for the UFC against Khabib. Imagine.
I don't know how LeBron would do once he got buzzed, though. But also LeBron's like fucking 8 times bigger than Khabib. Like,
Oh, speaking of Joe Rogan, he's trending right now because the card is currently happening right now.
oh, Usman's fighting, right?
Yeah, that will be a good fight.
Yeah.
He'll win.
Yeah, probably.
No, I do. Yeah, just the GOAT athlete is just such a talked about argument, and I think with this week everyone's saying Brady got it. I don't agree.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Also, what Bill Russell has 11 championships.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Talk to me when you hit 11.
I mean, it's harder to win a Super Bowl than an NBA championship, I think. But,
I don't know
Unless
if I
you're
agree
Tom
with that.
Brady.
for Tom
I don't
Brady.
know if I agree with that.
I don't know. Like, I think because if you're the best NBA player in the league, you can, and you have like a star with you, you can carry a team. If you could be the best player in the NFL and your team's dog, or you have a couple other stars, it's still not doing much. You can't do it yourself in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think that one aspect that makes football harder that I noticed right away is you are one and done in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can't lose a game in the playoffs. So maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one more.
Well, that's what I was wondering too. Is it harder to win in tennis, in any single sport, than it is a team sport, or is it easier in a team sport? Because if you're a single sport and you're the best in the world, clearly, you're just dummying the same people over and over again.
I think team sports are harder because.
But here's the thing: if you're not the best in the world, it's so much harder.
I just think team sports are harder because you're relying on the skill of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And although you could face a team of great players, whereas you are a team of one of the best with one great player, but then you got 3 bums.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Everyone refers to them as bums, but they're all playing in the NBA and we're not. So, or the NHL or the NFL. So,
yeah. Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown.
Stephen A. went after that guy too hard.
No.
He didn't deserve that.
Greatest bits of sports media out there. No, but I don't think is Khabib a top 5 greatest athlete of all time?
Nah, what he's got.
Mayweather?
Yeah,
You think he's top 5?
Like, there's an argument for him to be in there. He's undefeated and he's fought 40 times.
What about Lewis Hamilton?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is dominating the sport. So can you say no?
I don't know.
If it qualifies as a sport, then
here's where we get into this argument, though. So we'll take racing, and I don't know how I feel, because then if we go racing as a sport, poker is technically a sport. So
those racing and poker are completely different.
But they're both considered sports.
Yeah,
you got all these things that have
considered a sport, is it? It's a table game.
Racing, you actually need to be pretty athletic.
Playing poker requires skill, the element of physical and mental duration, exertion during play, combined with competitive and entertainment elements of the game, makes poker a sport.
That makes sense.
I mean, we could all go and play poker, but any of us hop in a race car, our necks are probably snapping off the first time we hit the brakes.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, you gotta decide where you are putting this conversation for greatest athletes.
Well, then esports aren't esports; they're just sports. If poker is a sport, then esports
people argue that too.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Exactly. That's where
I would argue.
You take Lewis Hamilton though and put him in any other sport, he's getting dummied.
I mean, he's still very athletic.
Yeah,
I don't see another sport he can succeed in.
NASCAR, bang.
NASCAR.
That's still racing. Racing as a whole.
I think he'd do great in cricket.
Cricket looks hard, man.
Man, someone tried to explain to me how cricket worked, and I'm like, holy man, that's intense.
I've seen some highlights of them like barehanded catches. Like, wow.
Yeah, they do some crazy stuff.
Okay, this man is 5'7".
Okay, so
he is not
the NHL
succeeding.
is 5'7".
He is not. No, they're not.
Yeah, the tallest NHL player is like 6'7". That's tiny in the NBA.
Char is 6'11".
On skates, that's like 3 inches.
Player height. 6'1" is the average height of an NHL player.
The average height of a running back is like 5'9".
Char is 6'9". He's not 6'11".
6'11" on skates. So he comes in at 6'11" while he's playing hockey.
Okay, but that's so then
So
Lewis
he's
Hamilton would
6'11".
come 5'9" when he's on skates.
Okay, he's still 5'9".
5'9's not that short.
He's getting dummied in any professional sport.
No, you don't have to be
Yes.
that tall to play baseball.
No.
The Chiefs running back is 5'7".
You don't have to.
I mean, look at quarterback of the Cardinals, Kyler. He's
Yeah.
what, 5'8"?
Yeah,
you don't got to be tall
5'9".
to play tennis,
Golf.
to run the 400 meter.
You put him in that
True.
competition with all the major athletes, he's coming like near the bottom.
In fact, short might even help you in some sports. Horseback riding. Come on.
There you go.
Darts? Sure,
Darts.
he can win in darts.
They got to
That's
do
all
this now.
Yeah, we need this to happen.
Ninja Warrior?
Oh my god. Take all the athletes and make them do a Ninja Warrior course?
I don't think a lot of them would be able to do it.
No. The NBA guys would be off.
I don't think LeBron couldn't do any of it.
No, he's too heavy.
Yeah, exactly. Now, are they...
Nikola Jokic?
Would we consider them athletes as well?
Yeah, they're athletic. I don't think they're professional athletes because it's more of like they're not really getting paid unless you like.
If you win it, you get paid. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So
it's a competition. That's like saying, like the American Idol people are professional musicians.
Have you seen some of them? They definitely are.
When they win and they start getting paid for something, then they're a professional musician.
No. Is there much talk about entertainment this week? I don't think so. I mean, none of us have watched the Britney Spears documentary.
No.
Did you end up watching WandaVision last night?
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Okay, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about WandaVision now. If you don't want to hear this, I'd skip ahead skip ahead, don't leave. You like it?
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I think WandaVision, I think everyone wrote it off because I know a lot of people didn't like the first 2 episodes.
This episode was my least favorite episode so far.
Really?
I like this. That's what I said. He said we didn't learn anything, and
we did it.
I mean,
what did we learn?
We learned that she can expand it.
Yeah. Okay.
We learned.
All she did. All we learned is that
why it happened.
Why it happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Like how everything happened.
We learned that last episode.
No, Pietro asked her about it. Like, why? What is happening?
Didn't know.
How did you make it? So she explained it. She
explained
said,
I don't know.
She was in a pit of sadness, and then everything kind of just happened.
No, that's not explaining how something happened.
Yeah.
That's saying I don't know.
So she explained that I showed up here, and then
we know that Vision go bye-bye when he steps out.
Zach already assumed that.
Yeah, I could have told you that beforehand. We already knew he was dead.
Makes me sad. Because they're gonna find a way to bring him back. But
my question was, why did they all start running from the circle? Weren't they gonna go in anyways?
I mean, they weren't trying to go in.
I think they were. They were there.
No, they were trying to kill her with
They wanted. I don't know if they actually wanted to go in because then you're.
I'm upset. Kat Dennings got put into it. Darcy, that's her name in the show. I like her. I hope she's in it more still.
Well,
but
yeah,
she
was
was,
in the
she'll
MCU
probably be.
before, hasn't she?
She'll be in it
What?
quite a bit now.
She was in
like-
one of the movies, wasn't she?
she was in 2 of the movies, 2 Thor movies.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
She's
forgot
Jane's
about that.
friend. Well, that's how you know she's gonna live, because she's in Thor: Love and Thunder. That's kind of my one downside to them doing shows that are in the timeline.
I don't think people are really gonna die in this WandaVision show.
No, that's you can't do anything permanent in these shows
Yeah.
when you have casting. Well, I mean, you can. They could just be.
I also just don't think Wanda's gonna kill anyone.
They think Wanda's gonna kill people.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have one of their heroes kill someone like Marvel in general.
True.
I just can't wait till they eventually introduce Magneto and everyone else. I'm excited. This opens the multiverse to start because you have Pietro. That's one of my favorite lines from Darcy. It's she recast Pietro. And you just see it as Evan Peters. Great. I mean, Elizabeth Olsen, and I don't know if this is what she was talking about. But she said before the show came out that the show had a return on the level of Luke Skywalker and the Mandalorian.
Bro,
And
that's the return level. She
I hope it's
wild.
not.
if this is what she's talking about, I'm disappointed. I was hyped to see him, but I knew you were seeing a version of Quicksilver in the show.
No, listen. If Tony Stark came back, then I'd agree with her.
So I saw a TikTok, and it's like Pepper after she steals Tony's body from the SHIELD facility, and she's knocking on the portal, being like, "Let me in, let me in." I died. I'm like, Robert Downey Jr. said he's done with the role.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's better than doing Dr. Doolittle.
apparently that was awful, but.
I loved the first one with, like, not with Robert Downey Jr. with Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, the older ones are good.
No, but that just killed me. Pepper at the door. I'm like, oh my god! If that's how they bring Iron Man back, I'm gonna laugh. But have you seen that Tom Holland's going around and saying that Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Kristen Dunst, and Emma Stone aren't actually in the new movie? As if it's not already announced they're in the new movie. I just think this man doesn't know what's happening in this movie.
Yeah, they don't tell him.
Yeah.
I know they stopped.
Yeah, they don't tell him anything. He shows up and he works with the green screens and then he leaves.
I mean, fair. He spoiled a lot. He spoiled the name of Endgame by opening the poster that said "Do not open on live stream." He streamed the first 5 minutes of Endgame.
No, that was Mark Ruffalo, wasn't it?
No, Ruffalo told him.
No, Ruffalo was watching one of the movies and he was on the live stream in his pocket.
It also happened with Tom Holland. He did the same thing. And this
it's kind of dumb how like secretive they are about the movies. Like,
yeah, I mean,
just fucking.
I get at the time they were the biggest thing in the world, but
I mean, it's like people they're taking themselves. Oh, which comic are they going to adapt? Like, fans just want to know.
Yeah,
like,
just
let them make their theories.
Yeah, but I couldn't stop laughing when he's saying in interviews like, "Don't tell anyone, or like they're not there. But I saw an interview with him and Jake Gyllenhaal for Far From Home, and Jake's like, "So when they tell you about Thanos killing everyone and Spider-Man," and he's like, "I haven't seen the movie yet. What?"
Yeah.
He's just like, "I haven't seen Endgame yet. No one told me what happens."
Yeah, apparently for like the Tony Stark like funeral, someone told him it was a party. And so he's like smiling or something in the movie or something like that.
That's so funny. See,
so like, okay, and they're like, "Can we get like a sad one now too?" And he was like, "Okay." Like they just told him it was like a party.
One of the things, speaking of that funeral scene, and I just rewatched Endgame, and I finished my MCU watch through. I still can't believe they actually put Harley in the movie. And for those of you who don't know who Harley is, I completely forgot the kid existed. It's the kid from Iron Man 2 when he's stranded in that random town,
Mhm.
and he helps him remake the suit. But they give no indication of that whatsoever. It is just a random kid standing by himself in the funeral who looks nothing like the kid because he's grown up in 10 years. And they just have this kid. I was so confused. It wasn't until the second time I watched Endgame that I realized who it was because I had to look it up. Like, why was this kid in this movie?
It's a little cameo.
Yeah.
No one knew who he was. No one knew who he was.
There had to be at least one person that did.
Yeah, I think a lot of. I think I've heard that fore, so I think a lot of people figured it out.
I don't know.
Maybe you're just not perceptive.
I'm just dumb, but we already knew that.
True.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Can't get
Yeah.
mad at him for agreeing with you.
Oh, that's when you say, "No, Tanner, you're not dumb."
Well, if you say something truthful.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to lie to you.
I feel like that's not true.
It's better to just tell the truth sometimes.
No, but Endgame's still a bust of a movie. I didn't like it the third time I watched it either. It has like 3 or 4 good moments, but that's about it.
Yeah.
The movie was still Saved by a Rat. So
Hey, man.
whatever. I'm excited for the upcoming 4 Marvel movies this year. We also got 2 more shows. Zach, are you gonna watch either of the other shows?
What are they?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No.
And Loki.
Maybe that one. I don't think I'll watch the Falcon one.
I don't know. I mean, didn't you really like Winter Soldier? The movie?
Yeah, Winter Soldier's good. I like Winter Soldier.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting. They got 3 shows, so WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon. Oh, actually, I think 4. I think the Hawkeye show comes out this year too. So 4 shows and 4 movies. I mean, my brother-in-law and I have talked about this a lot. Disney is genius for how they are releasing their shows currently because they're doing them week by week, and they have them stationed out where when one ends, there's only like a week or 2 in between before they release their new show, so people aren't canceling their subscriptions. Because after
They
the first
learned after Mandalorian.
After Mandalorian season 1, they lost like 2 million subs.
Yeah.
And then now they got Mando season 2 came out. Then they went right into WandaVision. WandaVision's going into Winter Soldier. Then the movies are releasing on Disney Plus. Then they're going into Loki. Then they're going into Hawkeye. Like, they know what they're doing.
We gotta go to Disneyland and go to the new Avengers thing they're putting in.
Zach and I have talked about multiple trips we want to do now.
Yeah.
Japan. We want to go to Mario. I don't know if you agreed to Mario Land, but
I want to go to the Studio Ghibli park.
Yeah, but you go to Mario Land.
I'd go to Mario Land.
Yeah, Mario Land would be lit. Go to.
We'll do a Cold Takes podcast in Japan. The 3 of us will go.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we have a better Japan trip than some other YouTubers.
I gotta make a stop. I gotta get a. I won't even go there. But no, I mean, Zach and I also talked about going to Disney after we were done because Zach wants, Florida, because Zach wants to go to Harry Potter Land.
Yeah, Harry Potter
Warner Brothers
cool.
Studio, yeah.
Which, I mean, again, Roy, I'm sure you'd be invited. Zach, the thing is, though, Zach couldn't go without his girlfriend.
Yeah, I could. She probably wouldn't even want to come.
She loves Harry Potter.
She loves Harry Potter, but she probably want to go without me.
That's fair.
The thing is, too, we need to bring Marissa so we can get the $40 hotel room.
Yes, his girlfriend gets $40 hotel deals.
Yeah.
My uncle has a condo there, so I'd probably just stay there.
Oh, so not even stay with us? Okay.
Well, there's 2 bedrooms. One person can stay there too.
I know where I'm staying on my own.
I'll stay in the $40 resort.
I'll take the $40 resort too. Zach, you're coming with us. You're paying the goddamn $40.
We can all bunk together. Split it. Be like a few bucks each.
I'll only room with Tanner if there's only one bed.
Well, that was the plan when he said we bunk together.
Well, we'd all sleep on the pull-out couch.
I'll let the girls sleep on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait. Do I have to find a girlfriend by then? Because then we're waiting like 10 years.
Are we all splitting one $40 hotel room?
Yes. Hey, we're going to make it a cost-efficient trip.
Yeah.
We're not paying to get into
so we can spend all the money at Harry Potter Land.
Yes. And Disney. Because we can't be in... Zach's never been to Disney. If we're in Florida and doing Universal, we're hitting Disney.
Yeah.
But
I do gotta hit Universal though.
You've never hit Universal?
Well, I went
in California,
in
right?
California, and I went a long time ago in Florida.
Yeah.
But I didn't go. We didn't go to Universal when we went.
True. Well, I mean, Zach was never really an issue because Zach's always been in good enough shape to go on roller coasters. But I'm also trying to lose weight, so get on those roller coasters.
True.
With you. I hate roller coasters though, so I'll do them, but I'll fucking hate my life.
Here's my question: regular theme parks or water parks?
Water parks. I will do any water slide. I won't do roller coasters.
Man,
here's my thing. Water parks are lit for two reasons. One, the lazy river.
Yes.
And two, wave pools. Other than that, I don't want to go to the water park.
Here's my thing. I stopped caring about water parks after working at Great Wolf Lodge. So like they aren't really much to me anymore. But if I was choosing the two, I would do more in a water park than I would in lazy river or than a
No, I definitely do more in a theme park.
I hate water parks.
Ooh, why?
They're just so busy in the summer.
Yeah.
Like you can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
When it gets hot.
You know what I do like though? There's like those water rides that are just regular rides, but like they go
like
into water.
Log ride.
Oh,
like the log ride at Canada's Wonderland. Yeah.
Those always smell like piss when you get on there though. It smells so bad.
That's fair.
The dirty water's just sitting there all day.
Oh yeah, it's like brown.
There's so many good rides I would want to do with you guys, like because neither of you have been in them forever in Florida. There are so many. They have some of the best rides there.
The only theme park I think I've been to is
Wonderland.
Is Wonderland, yeah. I haven't. I haven't been to anything else.
Roy, you went to Cedar Point, right?
No, I haven't been there. I've
been
to
the one in Ohio.
No, not in Ohio. I've been to Darien Lake, and then I've been to Six Flags, which is in Philadelphia, New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey.
Yeah, you went
Six
on
Flags scares me. I've heard like bad things about Six Flags, man. I don't know.
It was fine when I went there.
I've just heard that the rides aren't safe. Like, you know, when you go to like the X and the rides are super sketch.
Oh yeah, the X. Man, Andre and I went to the X, Zach, and Andre's like, "Hey, do you want to go on like the ski lift?" And I'm like, "Have you looked at me? I'm not sitting on the fucking ski lift."
The ski lift is sick though. You just go over the park. You just go around.
I'm probably over 400 pounds at that point. I'm not sitting up in the air on one of those.
Fair.
True.
Okay, here's the question.
Definitely a good argument.
The swing rides, yes or no?
They're always under maintenance. They're never open.
That's fair. Roy, I used to do the one at do you remember when you used to be able you'd go to Marineland on like a school trip and you could pay the $5 to get the season's pass?
I don't know. Oh, actually, no. I do remember. Yeah, the season passes.
Yeah. So we used to go Marineland sucks, but it was one of the only we paid $5 and we got the year free. So we would just go if we were bored, we'd go do rides. And the swing ride was the swing ride and the Viking ship. We'd do them over all day.
You guys are gonna get canceled You guys are gonna get canceled for supporting Marineland.
We were like 12.
You know the
canceled
like the little hammer ride. it kind of looks like a hammer, and you sit in the thing and just swings around in circles.
Yeah.
I used to do that so many times when I was younger. Like I'd ride that for the whole day, but now
Oh,
it's tough to go on
I
some of
can't
that
do.
stuff. Like I
Oh,
get dizzy and
Oh, I used to love like nightmares and the spinning ones, and now
Yeah.
they.
So,
feel
I was
so
going to talk
bad.
about that. I saw a tweet and it's like, you really knew our parents didn't give a fuck about what happened to us because they let us on this, and it was the Gravitron, the one where you'd sit like
Dude,
this.
the Gravitron's sick. Oh,
yeah,
I
So
that
would
one
unsafe.
is.
when you get
So
stuck to the
unsafe.
wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
unsafe
think,
though.
like
No,
those
it's
like
safe.
spaceship ones where you get stuck to the wall and it's gravity.
Yeah.
Those are sick. Yeah,
As long as you don't
those are
start
sick.
walking around, it's fine.
Oh, I watched
Yeah.
someone get yeeted on one of them.
I mean, what's it called? Nightmares at Wonderland was literally just a cage, and it would spin around, and it's just like two
Yikes.
people in a cage. There's like no straps or anything. It's like a box.
The Wonderland has like the VR one now. Like you put on a VR
I haven't been
headset
there in so
while
long,
it goes
but that sounds
around in a circle, but it's sick. It's like it's an
Oh.
actual roller coaster, and you have a VR headset on.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
I haven't been there in forever.
Yeah, me neither.
I used to get a season pass like every year.
I used
Best
to
part
as
is
well.
he lives like 5 minutes from it.
Me?
Yeah.
No, Vaughn's like 45 minutes from here. You're not getting to
No
Vaughn.
way.
Yeah. I'm not getting to Vaughn in 5 minutes. Vaughn is far.
I'm saying it's not much more than like a 20-minute drive.
It's like
30
a
kilometers.
hour and a half from here.
52 minutes from here.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, that's without. Sorry, one sec.
Depends how
35
what the traffic's like. You
Oh,
can
I'm
be there
not
for
talking-
like
if you
2
take-
hours.
Oh, I know. I'm not talking with traffic. With traffic, it's like a 4-hour ride from Zach's place. His area is ridiculously packed.
Yeah. I mean, no traffic, which you're never going to get going to Vaughn, is probably 35 minutes minimum.
I'll do it in 20.
20.
Yeah.
I'm not riding with you.
I mean, hey, Justin did an hour and 2-minute trip to London in 34 minutes. And
Don't even start with me with Jesse.
I know you and Jesse. Yeah, well, Jesse and I did. Jesse and I did crazier than that. We got to the Arkells concert.
Yeah.
4-hour ride we did in 2.5. Because he knew I was mad.
Guy's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting pretty high up on time.
Okay, we'll just
I
wrap
think
up the podcast.
Yeah.
So if you guys enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe. Go check out Smeagol's newest video where him and I did a game where you could only shoot full court shots. There is a giveaway included in that video, so go check it out. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.